So failed attempt to break through key resistance, right? That's the resistance right here. It's this science price level, this truce price level. This is the resistance that it looks like we're going to break through, but instead we turn around, we decline through key support. That's my sense. It's the same resistance as the high that we saw on the 22nd. And that's a perfect setup for a disappointment card where you fail to break through and then you falsely establish support and then you have another move to break through that resistance. That's the disappointment move. Instead, you turn around and you decline. Pretty big move to reach the high, pushing the upper end of a range higher as the Aeon card foretold of. And like I said, it gets a little difficult to determine. There may be another high, like a higher price level. I think there's probably a higher price level on the 30th, but there's also a lower price level on the 29th, based on what I'm seeing in the 1 year, or excuse me, in the 1 month. Hey guys, if you're just hopping on from TikTok, we're live on YouTube, looking at a chart live on YouTube of the S&P 500, cross-referencing it with the readings that we've done for today and for the month. Hey B, will Amazon hit 110 next week? My expiration is next Friday. I'm stuck in them. It looks like we might actually hit 110 next week. That would be a pretty big move, but it looks like it's possible. It's a little murky, but it does look like it's possible that we hit. There's going to be a decline overall next week that increases with momentum. I would say yes to that, B. Hey, Proof. Hi, would Bitcoin continue to move higher today? Let's take a look. Looks like we nailed that high on the 23rd. Wasn't as much of a decline as expected, but there was a decline into the 26th. Interesting. So the question is, will Bitcoin continue to move higher today? My sense is that towards the end of the day, we start to decline. There's either a pretty sharp decline overnight or in the morning of the 28th. But out of that decline, there's a big move from the bottom of a range all the way to the top of a range. And then the following day on the 29th, looks like there's pretty notable move higher, as well as on the 30th. But look at that high right there on the 23rd. Boom, on the 23rd. Nailed it. This prediction was done April 12th, 2023 at 10:05 p.m. Eastern Time. Hey, Conrad. Hey, Robert. Hey, Conrad. I didn't get into the day-long rally today. Do we decline into a trough starting at 10 a.m. Eastern tomorrow? '28th is looking pretty bullish to me. On the Man, I was definitely expecting more of a decline today, but we did have a decline early in the day, actually, didn't we? Let me see. Not like I expected. Interesting. Well, with that said, there's got to be a hermit card energy coming up off of this like peak or crest that we have here. So we probably decline off of peak or crest tomorrow into a trough. When I look at the 28th, though, it's interesting because it looks like a really bullish day from the standpoint of the 1 month. We've got some pretty bullish energy out of a decline in the morning. There's a pretty bullish energy. And we're going to probably revisit the high at the end of the day. The 29th is where it gets bearish. ARB crypto, huh? Arbitrum. Somebody was requesting I do a reading on this. Just got started. Interesting. I'm going to add that one to the list if it's not there already. Hey AV, will SPY hit 443 on the 30th? And will July be a higher high? I think it is a slightly higher high in the end of July. Is it the end of July? Yeah, like it's probably actually like more like early August. But on the cusp of July, August, it looks like there's probably a higher high in there. this Ace of Wands and this Princess of Wands kind of like the same rally combining into each other. And I think it'll be slightly higher based on it being a 9 of Cups versus 8 of Cups high here. It's either that or it's the same high. Will it hit 443? Not on the 30th. It doesn't look like it hits it on the 30th. Well, let me do that again. That's that I got the Prudence card. I say if we don't hit 443 on the 30th, we're going to hit it probably around the cusp of July, August. Yeah. And look what I pulled just as confirmation, the Ace of Wands. Will the Jets get to the Super Bowl before the end of the world? I got a yes for that. Hey, Carolyn. KRE? When's the best time to get into KRE this year? Did I do a KRE? I think I did a KRE for this year. Did I do one for this year? Let's see here. So it looks like we were just a little bit off. We had the low in June, but like I said, you got to give these 1 years about 2 weeks wiggle room. So that would put the low thus far, the lowest low thus far, right on point there. It's looking like sometime in August. Probably towards the end of August, like the cusp of August, September. Probably within August, so like late August somewhere. You're looking for a period of sideways rotation, and the trade opportunity would be like multiple failed attempts to break through key resistance around this sideways rotation along key support, and that would be at the lowest low. I would look to get in there. It might be the same low as before. It looks like it'd probably be the same low as before, because it's not like super bearish. I mean, the end of June is super bearish. This is kind of bearish in July, but there's nothing like super duper bearish that would make us think it's going lower than the lowest low already. So I'd say probably the end of August is when you'd want to get in. Appreciate it, Carolyn. Thank you so much. Will Chainlink go higher? Hey Judith, will Oscar and I be together again? I got a no for that. Sorry, Judith. Someone called me bald. Yeah, big insult. I'm bald. Oh no, I shaved my head. Like, why are people such degenerates? Do I think Chainlink will go higher in 2024? It's a Braze. Looks like a yes. It'll go higher. Hey, KNB. Is JetBlue bullish or bearish this week? Looks like it's super bullish this week. JetBlue pushes upper end of a range higher. July high is on the 10th, correct? It's hard to determine if it's going to be there or on the end of July. Because there's another high here at the end of the July. I think it's probably on the 10th. But if I'm wrong, that it might be the 26th or the 31st. And I say the 26th because there's a lot of correlation on the 26th to the theme card, which is the love card and the luxury card. There's a lot of cross-reading, or a lot of correlation between the two. I think probably on the 10th, though, yes. B, it looks like Apple's going to sell off first week of July. How low do you think it will go? 175 maybe? Let's take a look. Yeah, there's an important trough on a 1 year scale here near the July high, the month of July's high, like an important trough on a 1 year scale. Probably it's a prudence card, so it's a little difficult. The question is 175 maybe. Take a look at July. And I'll open up June too. Did I do a June? I didn't do a June, okay. We'll clear kinetics. It's a maybe card, so 175. Does it go lower than 175? I got a no for that. Doesn't go lower than 175. Does it go? Try 175 again. Keep getting a maybe for that. 176. Probably around 176. Carolyn, when do you think the best time in July for a Bitcoin short, a swing short, and when to close? Okay, Hermes, we're gonna go soon, don't you worry. Just a few more minutes, buddy. So probably the last day of the month for Bitcoin, you could open up a short position, um, and you could close it probably on the cusp of the first and the second. And then there's another opportunity at a peak or crest on the third. It's a brief peak that's easily missed, but you could probably open up a short position there and close it on the fifth. So Grays, would tomorrow be a good short swing into July for SPY, or when would be a good time? A short swing in SPY? All right, I gotta close some of these windows. Sorry guys, give me a sec here. Oh, I got July open. Okay, so the question is, would tomorrow be a good short swing into July? Um, I'd probably wait till the 30th, with like the end of the day on the 31st, with the big move to the upside there around the cusp of the end of the day on the 29th into the 30th, with a big move higher right around the cusp there, the 29th, 30th, into a high on the 30th. I'd probably wait till then to do a short, and then I'd hold that probably until this is pretty low right here. I'd probably hold it until like the cusp of the 5th, 6th, somewhere around there. This may not end up being a lowest low. We might have a lowest low here on the 5th, 6th. It's possible. And then this would be like a significant low that stands out, but not a lowest low. If I'm wrong, that would be like this like secondary kind of thing that happens. Secondary option. Hey, trading altitudes. Robert, is there like a sector you'd want me to take a look at? I did weed, I did psilocybin, I did AI. Will DOT have a higher high in the next bull run than it did in the 2021 run? I got a yes for that. All right, so just a recap here, guys, before I roll. Here's that end of day kind of drop. I would have expected a little sooner, but you got the Strife card resistance and then consecutively lower spikes up. This drop will probably pick up some steam as we move into the close in the next couple of minutes here. With a lower open tomorrow, probably. Oh, wait a sec. I'm getting confused here. So hard to determine if we open lower, higher, or lower tomorrow, but I think we're going to see sideways rotation and a drop early in the morning, but then like a drop in the pre-market, but then right around the open, there's a big move to the upside. That's probably Probably open lower tomorrow. At like a key support level. With like a move higher there out of a trough, and then we have another trough midday. But I think overall this is going to be a bullish day, pretty bullish day tomorrow. There's a trough in there though. I wonder just how far of a drop there's going to be here overnight. But there's going to be a drop here. This is where the trough forms, the trough that on the 1 month is indicated here. Defense. All right, Robert, I'll take a look at defense for you. Will KSM have a higher high in next bull run than in 2021? I got a no for that, Carolyn. Hey, AV. In my yearly S&P, you indicated 3 major trades for July. The day trades would be extremely helpful. If you need to go, we can discuss tomorrow. Yeah, I'll take a look at that, and I'll have that ready for tomorrow. I'll take a closer look because I gotta roll now, guys. I have a feeling I might be off on the July. I'm going to take a closer look at July. I might be off on it. I have a slight sense that there's something needs to be changed. Trading altitude, I'm not exactly sure your question. Could you rephrase? It looks like decline is opportunity to open up a long position there. I got the Ace of Cups, so decline would be offer opportunity to open up a long position trading altitudes. It's a big move at the end of the day. Like there'll be a decline and then a big move out of the decline there at the end of the day to revisit a crest in some erratic behavior. Probably see that crest early in the day, like first thing or possibly here. Okay, glad I answered it. All right, guys, I'm going to roll. Thank you so much for watching. As always, make sure to follow that rule of karma. You do so here on the resources tab of our website, Tarot for Traders, where you ask that you donate 5% of the profits forward to one of these charities, 5% of the profits back to the channel. Much appreciation to all my angel investors following these rules. And make sure to spend that remaining 90% out of love. That'll keep your conscience clear and allow for the flow of abundance to flow freely to you. You can also, guys, if you're interested in opening up a brokerage, there's a free brokerage, Webull. It's like Robinhood, but way better. I have a brokerage, a referral link here. If you click on this link to open your account, we both get free shares of stock. And I know for a fact that they pay out because I have free shares of stock from people doing this.